Welcome to Coffee and Tarot with Mama T. My name is Teresa, and I am welcoming in Spirit and my Cancer friends for your reading for October 13th through the 19th. What we'll do first is I'm going to show you the layout of the cards that I've selected. I've already cleansed, prayed over, and shuffled the cards and selected those that we'll be using for your reading, just to shave a little bit of time off of these recordings. And we have 5 questions that the cards are going to be answering for us. So I'll show that to you first, and then we'll talk about the astrology that you can be expecting for the week. All right, this is what your reading looks like. These are the questions that I asked Spirit to answer with the cards. We are using the Cosma Visions Oracle for the last couple of cards that we'll be using, and then the other cards we'll be using the Forest of Enchantment Oracle and Forest of Enchantment Tarot. They are companion decks. So we'll be talking about those. But first, let's talk about the astrological energy that we can expect this week. We are starting this week off with the moon conjunct Jupiter in your sign of Cancer, forming a grand trine with Mars in Scorpio and Saturn in Pisces. Emotional self-examination, deep conversations, and taking action are all encouraged during this aspect. Meditation and reflection are also favored, but you should avoid any rumination or getting involved in anything that counts as not my circus, not my monkeys. Worrying about global events during this aspect can lead to a sense of hopelessness, so do take good care of yourself. If you find yourself having to watch any of the news and it's discouraging and heavy, then spend twice as much time taking care of yourself. Today in particular is a great day for having a relaxing bath or any sort of self-care. The biggest shift this week is going to be Venus entering Libra, one of its home signs, on the 13th today. Venus also creates a kite formation with Pluto in Aquarius, Saturn conjunct Neptune in Aries, and Uranus in Gemini, which this whole arrangement in the sky has the effect of highlighting relationships. Saturn will add a little bit of a somber tone to the mix that may leave us feeling left out. So let the Sun and Venus in Libra exalt those themes of harmony and inclusion. Watch for anyone on the outskirts who seems to feel like they're feeling, a little left out or on the outside, and invite them in. And if you're the one that is feeling left out, invite yourself in. You will be welcomed. With Pluto and Uranus in the mix, the best use of this energy is to try something different and creative, rather than falling into any sense of self-pity. Without abandoning your own values, acknowledge that others live in their own priorities just as you do. Discussions about these differences will be illuminating and can help you grow and will foster deeper connections with the people that you have those discussions with. At the end of the week, on the 19th, Mercury and Mars form a conjunction in Scorpio, creating another grand trine with Jupiter and Saturn. These aspects do support determination and focus, which I'm very much looking forward to, and the unusual capacity for both big picture thinking and attention to detail. I think that will be interesting because I'm a big picture thinker, and so it will be. I hope that I will have that marriage of those two different ways of thinking. This is an excellent time to start a business plan, to write, or to create media content. Keep in mind that while Saturn does encourage discernment, it can also awaken the internal critic. When you find yourself noticing the inevitable problems, so they're always there, either with yourself or with others, be sure you come to the conversation with solutions and with kindness, or don't come to the conversation at all. Just as your mother always told you, if you don't have something nice to say, then, better leave it unsaid. Finally, during this grand trine, the Libra sun is opposing Chiron, and that may produce the reawakening of some old wounds. But whenever that happens, you do have the opportunity for healing and growth. The key this week is to focus on what you can actually change and actually control without assuming the responsibility for others. So with that, let's dig into your cards. My dogs are having their zoomies right now, so they may come in and, make themselves known. There we go. Everybody out. Go on. The first question that we are asking the cards this week is, what does this week have in store for Cancer? And the question will be answered by the central card because I just wanted to open this door. I wanted to open that door first. I thought it was so cute. So that is what we'll be doing. The answer that you get is the time tree. Another one of the signs got this card as well. The time tree is the number 35 in this deck, and it is, I really like what it has to say here. So let me just read this. Okay, the time tree is where all the magical clocks and tales come from. There are clocks for stopping time and for turning back time. There are clocks for jumping into the future or the past, sometimes for only a few minutes, so you have to think fast when you get there. There are clocks that remind you that midnight is midnight, so no cheating, and that spell will end when the last toll sounds. Some clocks stop when their owners die, which is a useful clue for a murder mystery, but it also makes for a tender remembrance. Dropping a pocket watch into a potion as it cooks will ensure that the spell lasts no more than 12 hours. Whatever time magic you need, this is the source. Take your time here. Take all the time that you need. For something so commonplace, even a mundane clock is truly magical. Not those cold numbers on screens with their impersonal precision and their relentless synchronicity. Those only tell us what time it is right now. A real clock with a face and hands, with its gears and springs and wheels and jewels, reminds us that time is passing and that it is precious. As the saying goes, the mind is digital, but the soul is analog. So the advice from the deck says it's time to act, time to dare, time to speak, time to wake up, time to engage with your life before you run out of time. So many of our wishes concern time. We wish for more time or to go back in time. We wish we hadn't wasted time or taken time for granted. And then there are those perfect moments when we wish time would stand still. What if you didn't know what time it was for an entire day? So I think it sounds like the week, what's in store for you this week is being aware of the passage of time and utilizing time to your favor, putting it to its best use, and savoring the time that you have now. But let's see what the other cards have to say. They might have something else to add to that. The gift from the universe is the next question that I asked. What is the gift that the universe has in store for Cancer? And the answer that we get is the Keeper of Challenges, which is the same as the King of Swords. So with the King of Swords energy, what you are getting is the same type of, oh, I'm looking in the wrong book. It's helpful to look in the right book. With these books being companion decks, it's super easy to pick up the wrong one. Where is it? The Keeper of Challenges is not evil, but he's not good either. This wizard is coolly neutral. When he gives you a challenge, he wants you to use your intelligence and figure it out. Keep your wits about you. The biggest challenge may be just to face him, to approach and ask his help and guidance. If you're going to argue with him, have your facts in order. He is cold. He is a cold nature in general. Even when he's being fair, He won't cut you any slack. Seek him when you are in need of a push to the next stage of your journey. Ooh. If this card does not represent a particular person, it can mean a need for cool and detached strategizing in a challenging time. You must do battle for a cause, assemble your allies, and calmly determine how to proceed. Use your wits before you take action. So the gift from the universe is that cool detachment, the ability to apply insight and analytical strategy to whatever it is that you're challenging, that is challenging you, and and eating up your time. So, what do you have to empty your hands of in order to receive that gift? So often we have our hands are full of things, so we can't accept anything else. Um, if we want to shake the hand of somebody, we've got to set that stuff down. If we, our calendars are too full or our minds are too full, it's hard for universe to find a place and space to give us the gifts that we are asking for. And so we do need to create some space. And that's what this card is going to answer, is what do you have to let go of? And the answer is the 9 of Challenges. This is similar to the 9 of Swords in the Rider-Waite deck. And I like the artistic expression of this dream. Of this card in the Forest of Enchantment. You can see that this person they're tucked into that tree. They are scared. They are the spooky forest. Everything around them is taking on a scary quality, even though if it was daytime, they wouldn't necessarily be scared. But this is kind of the capturing of it in the Rider-Waite deck. It's called the Never-Ending Nightmare. And the solution is to get up, just get out of bed. And it's anxiety and worry. And I know I've shared this card with Cancer before recently. So whatever it is that you're worried about, you're anxious about, or that you spend a lot of time worrying over or noodling on, that is the thing that you need to let go of in order to be able to receive this gift of insight and strategy and pure intelligence. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. That is, how will I approach this letting go? What help is available to me? And the answer that you get is, well, you get everything. The 10 of Trees is the same thing as the 10 of Pentacles. And so the approach that you'll take to letting go of any anxiety or worry that you have is realizing that you have abundance, you have everything that you want and need right on the other side of this bed. You just need to get out of that sense of worry and realize that you've really already got it all. And the gift or advice from Spirit is our final card. And the card that you receive is the 3 of Lotuses. This is a beautiful card that is similar to the 3 of Cups. And the book says, Lotuses, it's right here. The book says the keywords are coexistence and synchronicity. If there was a card about natural synchronicity, this is it. In a reading that can represent universal alignment with your surroundings like a symphony, each part unfolding in harmonious beauty. Rejoice in the presence of this card. It finds the best in coexisting, coexistence with your surroundings. If you do not feel it already, look for it. It is there. It is when we are in need of a little luck or beauty that it shows up in the most unusual of places. So it sounds like you've got a great week ahead of you where you will be seizing the power of time and the power of your mind in order to appreciate all of the abundance that surrounds you. I hope you have a wonderful week, Cancer. If you enjoyed this reading, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And if you like this kind of content, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye now.